And as you know, the Chinese New Year was just last week, and this year is the year of the goat. And this is my topic for the Inkscape group. If you didn't check out yet, please check out the Inkscape group on Facebook. And also, this is a topic I will draw now. My idea is to write the numbers 2015 and draw a little goat in the 0. So I will draw a goat in this shape. It will be the 0. If you hear strange noises in the background, it's because my neighbor just decided the same time I started the broadcast to do some renovation on his home. So I'm sorry for that. Okay, so what I will do is I will draw a little goat. Once I read according to the Chinese tradition, people born in the year of the goat are usually very kind and very calm. So I will draw a little happy goat. I always start in whatever color I want, because it really doesn't matter. I can so easily recolor it later. I'm just checking. Yes, it's fine. These are the legs, more or less. Because my style is cartoon, I make the head a bit bigger. I know it's a pink goat, but I will recolor it. I just control click the nodes to make them curvy. Just create the head shape. I think this drawing will be about half an hour maximum. So I will keep it quite short this time. Whenever I'm in doubt if my shapes are good or anything, I just duplicate them and I put it next to each other. So I see the differences. Oh. Yes. I have to check back all the time on Google Hangout to see if there are any questions, because you can ask questions. And sometimes I'm losing my screen share. This is the body. I also make it roundish around here, but I also will make it smaller. And just take care that it's attached here nicely. If you'll have a ears, yes, I just make a different color now so I see it on the brown one. I don't know if my goat will be brown. I imagined him white. And the horns. It would be funny, but no. Just want to make it not so pointy. What I did here, I turned off the snapping because it didn't let me do what I want. Don't need these. Replicated the horn. Nice. It's more or less already the goat shape I want. Let's check my zero behind it. It can fit like this. Yes, and I want him to eat a branch coming from here. Make some leaves later on. And I want, as I said, the goat's supposed to be very calm people. So I am making him cute and calm. Just simply adding a cute closed eye. If you have any question, please ask. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here. I will just go work with my client now after this. So I'm a bit slow. If you have any questions, just ask. I duplicate the head and I use it in this section. We use this later on. Setting the document background color to something darker so I see what I'm doing. Just checking if you have any questions. No. In the document settings, it's very useful. You can set the background to something dark, and then you can go around and draw your figure or do whatever you want. You see, it's already cuter. I like it better when it's white. And the ears has to be a bit more floppy, like not so pointy on the end. Not this much. Okay. The ears will be white, and what I will do, I will put it behind as a shadow. And I do this. Okay, it's not enough. I mean, it's too much. If any of you is wondering, I'm using the newest Inkscape, so 0.91, and it's very convenient. Just got a question, sorry, I have to check. Phil asked, what am I thinking about the new features in the new release? With the gradients, it's much more convenient for me. It was a bit slow in the beginning, but it's very nice. So if you guys are using the new, the old Inkscape, I mean by, it was 49 or 48, and if you can just download the new one because it has a lot of new features. For example, this measuring tool is awesome. I won't use it now because I don't have to be that precise, but for logo design and web design work, it will be very, very useful. For my illustrations, I wouldn't use that. But the gradient tool is extremely good, and also some changes in the whole interface. So I like how the guidelines, you can now call the guidelines and make them disappear in one click by clicking on the ruler. So yes, it's worth to download it and play around with the new Inkscape. Definitely. So if you didn't do it yet, just do it. Okay, I try to figure out, because now this looks like a mouse, but I don't like it. Just not sure about the horns, how they are in a good angle or not. Because they are coming from the other side of the head. I think it's like this. What I'm doing now is adding gradients. Yeah. Made the head a bit cuter and shorter. Try to remake this mouth. It's a very cartoony solution. You have these semispheres or semicircles, but it works. Also, just give it an eyebrow, it works. It's to humanize the character a bit. Make him very relaxed. I think I remember the goat has a little beard all the time, or if not all the time, most of the time. Okay, he looks already a bit cuter, and yeah, I have to fix these things with the ear. Or make it a bit different color. I merge the legs together with the body. What I do is usually I keep previous one with unattached parts. So when I merge them together, I can still go back and change something, so I don't have to play around with the fixed nodes here. It's a very calm little creature eating. With the beard. Yes, and I don't know, the shape of the head is not good enough for me. Yes, maybe it is. Just make a dinosaur head, dinosaur neck. And what I want to achieve here is to make these like one shape. So I will remove this one and this one. What it makes that it's one fluid line, because it is. You know what I mean? There is no little corners here, it's like one fluid line. And I will do the same here. I don't need this one. Here I need it because these are the inner parts of the legs, but also here I will play around. Try to remove. You see, it's much more fluid in the motion of the body, how it was here, and yeah, especially here, which looks like a Star Wars Walker. I make him hairy a bit also here. He's just using the Bezier tool. Just to make him a bit hairy. I'm not sure about the tail either, if it's like that for a goat, but I think it's more like, I like the basic shape, but the tail is more like a bit hairy too. Yes, much cuter. Okay, so the ear is visible. It's just, yeah, I'm not sure. So I try to do this shadow thing again. Just do it very slight. Maybe this is better. Yes. I'm putting the shadow behind so it's not interfering with the mouth and everything I have here. And I also have another idea for the face. And that's making him chewing. Yeah. I want to make his face a bit full of food. I'm just not sure how to turn this, but I will find it in a second. Navigate again because I'm not 100% sure if I need that part or not. Because I also can make like his cheek is here, then his mouth is somewhere there also. And then I just make this. Not really, but the mouse is nice. When I'm drawing, I'm always experimenting. I don't have much sketches usually. I have a few tiny, or I have an idea like now that I want to make it into this shape. But as you see, I am experimenting a lot. So I'm not afraid to make mistakes or, redraw something or try different ideas or different shapes. I'm not afraid to make mistakes, and that's very, very important, I think, in drawing with vector, because all your mistakes can be later on changed. So it doesn't really matter. And the more mistakes and more versions you do for your drawing, the more you will actually achieve. What I try to do now is create a gradient. So the body is getting a bit. I merge everything together now. Yes. It's not visible, but so I just did a gradient. I fixed the head again. That's the only part I'm not 100% satisfied with. And what I will do now is fix the gradient on the ear a bit again. Yes. And fix this branch so it's in his mouth. And how I will do that is I cut off this part of the branch, I don't need it. Yep. And I will make this visibly broken. And now on to make some leaves. This is my trick how I do leaves. Just duplicate two circles, get the intersection with the control star, control asterisk, and that's it. Here I have a leaf, and just make it smaller. When I'm turning the leaf, I'm holding shift, so it's turning around the edge. And I put some here as well. I'm not gonna leave them gray, I will probably color them green, but I will see in a minute because I will add the text. It's okay if they don't touch the branch, you see, because it's an illustration, so I decide the rules and I say that the branch is so thin there that I don't even see it. It doesn't matter if not all the little details are worked out. Like I don't draw all of the hair on the body of the goat and stuff like this. It's my decision, it's my drawing, so I can do whatever I want. And this is for you also. Don't be afraid, because this is how you will find your style. Make your own rules and stick to it and just have fun with it. This one, I make it light gray. This one probably some green. And in the new version, because someone was asking earlier about the new version. The new version, these windows behave a bit differently, which is a bit odd. Because if you are pushing Shift Control F, for example, to call and fill and stroke window, it's not happening as it was before. It's just here on the side, and I have to get used to that. But other than that, it's fine. Yes, just for now, this color is okay. I will make it probably more pale. Oh, something I always say to everyone, and I never stop saying how important it is save. And I didn't save yet, so I just have to save Go 2015 SVG. Okay, he's eating the little branches, that's fine. And now let's get my sign, my text which I want. See, the text and font window is also here, and it's a bit different. And I just want a big. It's all italic. Let's just try with this one. So I take my goat, I make it one group. And I make For some reason kerning is not working here. So I'm doing it manually. I just put the text apart and I put it together again because I wanted them this close. And then I take my little goat in here. Now you see what I would like to do. In the document, sorry, document properties, I can go in and set back the background color to white again. So I'm just really figuring out the color now and finish this very soon. You can, as you see, you can select the group and give it a gradient. That's very convenient. And you can flip gradient also. This is somehow still, yeah, it's not full. That's nice. But I have here that the goat is making kind of the hole in the zero, but it's not truly visible. So something like this will be good. And he is very happy indeed. I will take my gradient away from here. It's just more visible. And make his leg a bit longer, so it's out of the picture. It doesn't matter if it's not fit perfectly. And one thing I'm also thinking about is if it will work. I'm doing logos also for clients, you know. So I always, for my illustrations, I always think very colorful. For my logos, I think very few colors. So what I'm thinking here is maybe making the leaves white. I hope it's still visible that those are leaves. I will make so they are a bit out of the picture. He is very happy indeed. I just have one more idea. I remove the grays and I use the blues instead. And I make this white. Yes. And I make this one as well blue. And I'm just thinking about the horns as well. Maybe I should use the whole thing for blue. Because it's still a goat. And I just need a darker blue. Yes, my neighbor found a drill. I hope you will hear it. If not, it's just annoying me. No, I leave it like this. Just thinking how to make it more visible. It's a 0, but it's not, doesn't need it to. No, I don't need that. And just make some grass peeking in here, so I will show you why. So it's just for the composition, just to put something here also, because not because it's empty, it's because the goat is a bit off balance. It's too much on the left. So I make here some little leaves and grass and stuff. You see in small, it's visible that it's a 0, and what I will also make now is make the numbers a bit smaller and make the illustration a bit bigger. Just like this. Okay, maybe it's not the best type. I'm not very good in type actually. When I'm doing logos, that takes a lot of my time and effort, so not this fast. But and I could try maybe different fonts. But this is my goat drawings for today. The only thing I do is the last thing is I put in my, if I ever find it, I put in my logo. And I usually just copy the same color fitting the illustration. So now it's this light blue. And because everything is a group, I just break it up. So this is my Chinese New Year goat drawing. I'm checking if you have any more questions. Okay, no, everyone is sleepy. It's Monday morning, so it's fine. Or it's not even morning where you live. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks for the question I got before. And see you next time. If you didn't do that yet, when the video is saved, I will publish the link to the Facebook group for the Inkscape artists. It's everyone is welcome. We are all learning there. If you have any questions, you can ask there. A lot of technical guys are there, much better than me, explaining what to do and how to do. And yeah, if you are coming, you can also follow the weekly challenges like create a goat, or we have some very nice new ones coming up. Okay, have fun and have a very, very nice week. And see you, I don't know, 1-2 weeks, I will draw again. Bye.